Hi dear students, welcome to my class. This is for 9th students and the chapter is atoms and molecules. In the last class, we were discussed about the in-text questions. Okay. In this class, I am going to discussing about what is an atom. What is an atom? What is an atom? So we know that from the postulates we can understand that a tinny particles we call as atoms. Or these atoms are indivisible particles which cannot be created or not be destroyed in a chemical reactions. This is what atoms. So if you observe the big buildings, so these buildings are made by a small walls. These walls are made by some bricks right now. So these bricks acts as in our matter, in all our surrounding matter is there now. That matter, that building blocks are atoms like bricks are rocks for the building. So from this we can understand that atoms are the building blocks of all matter. So this is what atom. Atom is a cutless particle. Atom is a cutless or indivisible or tiny particles which cannot be created or are destroyed in a chemical reaction. This is what atom. Atom is a cutless or indivisible or tiny particles which cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reactions. This is what atom. So can you see anywhere the atoms? No, because we have to understand the size of the atoms. So next is how big are atoms? How big are atoms? How big are atoms? How big are atoms? So generally these atoms are very small. Atoms are very small. Atoms are very small. We cannot see or we cannot imagine through our naked eyes. Why? Because this is a very small particle. That's why tiny. This is very tiny particles. We cannot see through our naked eyes, or we cannot compare with the other particles like sands and any other small particles. We cannot compare this. Why? Because millions of atoms combined together would make a layer of thick paper sheet. Like if we have a paper sheet, in that paper sheet we can observe the millions of atoms. That's why we cannot see that atoms in our naked eyes. So how can we measure that size? How can we measure that size of atoms? So this is what if you observe, this is the atom. So for this atom we have to identify the center part. This is the center part of the atom. So this center part of the atom we are considered as nucleus. Right. From this nucleus, this distance, that is a radius, right now, radius. So this is what atomic, this is atom right now, that's why this is radius, atomic radius. If you measure the size of the atoms, we should understand the this atomic radius. This atomic radius is measured in nanometer. Atomic radius measured in nanometer. This is very very important. Nanometer. So 1 by 10 to the power of 9 meter. 1 by 10 to the power of 9 meter is equal to 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer. So simply we can say this. This 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power of 9 meter. 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power of 9 meter. So these nanometers are used to measure the size of the atoms. So in the textbook you have a list of atoms and their atomic radius. You can observe that. So atom of hydrogen, molecule of water, that hydrogen atom atomic radius is 10 to the power of minus 10. 10 to the power of minus 10 nanometer. So atomic radius of hydrogen. So minus value increases, the atomic size is very very small. So if you observe the watermelon radius, that is atom of the watermelon is 10 to the power of minus 1. When compared to watermelon atoms and this hydrogen atom, when you compare both this hydrogen atom radius is very very small. So this is what size of the atoms. So we know that we cannot see through our naked eyes these atoms. So you have to care, or we have to understand about these atoms. Why? Because whatever we do in our nature or in the world, these atoms are affecting on us, constantly affecting whatever we do. Through modern techniques, we have some modern techniques, that is microscopes, ultra microscope, electronic microscope. So we can observe the atoms or a bunch of atoms like this. If you observe test in this like this, we have the atoms in microscopes. We can observe the atoms like this. Okay, so if you in your text you have one image of a surface of silicon, if you observe that clearly, or in your schools, if you have a microscope, you can observe the small atoms in that microscope. All substances, all matter has atoms. You can check with the nearly take a piece of onion peels, or any plant leaves, some plant leaves take, and you can observe that, or curd. So easily we can observe the atoms by using microscopes or electron microscopes. So this is what atom and size of atoms. So next is, so in the day by day, modern day, we have to use the symbols for the atoms of different elements. So if you observe the periodic table, we have a periodic table. In that periodic table, we have 118 elements. In that elements, we have symbols. In olden days, this John Dalton gave the symbols for the elements. So how can they give? How can they? So give the symbols like pictures. So see, this is the symbol of hydrogen. One circle in this center, one point. This is hydrogen. So next, so one circle, in this circle completely all filled with the color. This we call as, this is hydrogen.